More new goth bands. Okay then. Welcome to By Candlelight, beaming goth, darkwave and post-punk straight into your brain. I'm not even medically qualified. As mentioned in the last video, this is my part 2 of my favourite goth bands. That's the number 2. I'm not doing that kind of selfie V sign. So as with the last vid, I'm trying to keep this list to bands that have released music within the last 7 years. That's probably classed as new, isn't it? And you can apply the phrase goth adjacency again here. It's great to be able to shine a light on some of these artists and to really help support the scene. So, hope you're sitting uncomfortably. Let's begin. Oh, I think I wore out the word Bandcamp in the other video. Sorry about that. I've got to admit, the word did start to lose all meaning by the end of it. So I will say now that there will be links to check out the artists, I'm not saying the word, and their websites in the usual place. Bandcamp. So starting us off, it's the Toronto-based band Traitors. Traitors formed in 2015 and have released a few albums and EPs. They entered my world with the Cure-influenced Butcher's Coin from 2018. Said Cure influence can be heard on the opener Pale. You can hear it in the drums and that string sound. Check out the tracks Skinning and I Sit and Watch the Worm Beneath My Nail. Ugh. Also check out their latest album, Horses in the Abattoir. Next we have Voodoo Rage from Chile. Check out my full review of their debut album At the End of the World here. At the moment, this is my most played album. In fact, I'd say it blew me away, to be honest. This is for the lovers of bands like Boy Harsher that have that dark, cool electronic feel, and those vocals are just lush. However, this layers on guitars as well. Check out ATEO and Decay. The next band is Twin Tribes. Hailing from Texas, this band have 3 studio albums. Twin Tribes bring their Cure influence up to date, with synths really forward in the mix. I got into them on 2018's Shadows. Highly melodic and well produced, this album is a fantastic starting point. Check out the title track and Talisman. Then slowly devour their other albums like Cold Slices of Vegan Pizza. I don't know what I meant by that. I am hungry now though. Next we have Iamtheshadow. This band from Portugal create dark and beautiful pockets of atmosphere that are punctuated by Pedro Code's deep baritone. They have 4 studio albums and I love their latest, The Wide Starlight. Although it's dark and brooding, there's a sense of loss and longing here that makes some of these tracks deeply affecting. Try the title track and also I Am the Dark. I Am the Dark. Don't know what they're talking about. You won't be disappointed, but if you are, maybe have a glass of water and a lie down. Up next is Tears for the Dying, and this is another album that I've previously reviewed. Look at it, sat up there, watching me like an angry cat. Tears for the Dying take a dollop of death rock and add other elements and flavours to create a dough of goth. Goth bread. Their latest album, In the Shadow of the Midnight Sun, is as exhilarating as it is diverse. For example, compare the first few tracks that sit quite comfortably as modern death rock to the electronica of Dead Girl Dancing, and you'll see what I mean. Next, we have Hante. I hope I've pronounced that right. And it's always styled with a full stop too. Hante is a darkwave electronic project from Paris. They came to my attention upon the release of the album Fierce in 2019. In a similar way to Voodoo Rage and Boy Harsher, it's the voice that really shines here. Oozing coolness from every angle, the vocals fit the music brilliantly and create this dark, dynamic and emotive world. Check out Wild Animal and Silence the Voices. The next band is Ashcode. Ashcode hail from Italy and combine post-punk with more EBM and electronic elements. They currently have 3 albums, with 2018's Perspective putting them on the map for me. Compare the electronica of Glow to the almost soft moon-like sound of Betrayed. It's this toing and froing between these styles that keep this album sounding fresh. Nextly, that's not a word. Come on, you're better than that. Next, we have La Sculptra. These guys are from Germany, and I love the little headline on their website that says, "Gloomy witch songs since 2015." And that statement fits the music perfectly. So this is more in the vein of Incubus Succubus, which is another band I love. There's a real feel of earthy paganism with this band, particularly on the album that got me into them, The Third Eye. Try The Spell and Love in One Hearse. They also have 3 other albums available. Penultimately, we have Delphine Coma from North Carolina. Combining darkwave with post-punk, their latest album Tortuosa is just a gigantic wall of sound. The whole band are great, but it's those powerful and distinctive vocals once again that take centre stage. Sometimes the voice is buried beautifully in the mix, such as on Lost or Feeling. Other times it's pushed more forward, such as on the track Secondary Eyes. A quality album from a great band. Lastly, we have Bootblacks, a Brooklyn-based band. Their 80s tinged mix of post-punk and electronica serve up some melodic and dark treats. Their album Thin Skies brings in lots of different elements, but it's the drums that you really notice. The Racing the Jealous Star combines synth bass with these machine gun drums, and then it just lets go of the reins at about 2 minutes in. And the hypnotic Indistinguishable has these rolling drums that will make you nod. A highly recommended album. So that's part 2 of my favourite new goth bands. Links will be down there. When I have another pile of bands, I will do a part 3. You stay safe out there, okay? Until next time, Bandcamp.